Hello and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your daily reading for September the 30th, 2021. I've been off for a couple of days. Just managed to catch up with family, which was really nice. Some of my family, that all of us just happened to be out of lockdown and we haven't seen each other for a while. So it was very nice, and that kind of just was something that we all needed to do, I think, and prioritise, as I know a lot of you would know what it's like coming in and out of lockdown. So yeah, got to make the most of our time and see each other. So let's see what's coming in for the 30th. The Eight of Pentacles, work. Work. You're working on something anyway. The Moon card, there may be something off to the side, something that you're not showing other people, perhaps. The King of Swords, so there may be some decisions to be made, a sense of feeling a bit detached or detaching yourself from a situation. It's a very rational energy, the King of Swords coming in. Yeah, well, there's a lot of choices coming around with that Seven of Cups. These two cards, the Moon card and the Seven Cups, are both the cards of illusions or secrets or things being hidden or things not necessarily being as they seem. So this is what I like, the fact the King of Swords is right in the center. This is the truth seeker. This is a real, like, Aquarian energy, like I said, that it is very much seeing things clearly in a rational mind rather than this clouded emotions or this ideal fantasy of what something is. It's like, we're actually seeing something very clearly here. And then we've got the Five of Swords. So yeah, I think that this King of Swords energy is definitely sorting out some conflicts. We've got the King of Pentacles. Nice. So we've got two kings coming in, and as an overall energy, the King of Pentacles is a real Taurian energy. Sitting right next to that Eight of Pentacles is really nice because it's overlooking. I feel like this energy is overlooking this work that you're doing at this moment. So the other way, I mean, the King of Pentacles is about money and success, business. It's all of those sort of things, respect, being a provider, a lot of those sort of energies, attracting, all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's good. There's some supportive energy coming in today for areas or some things, some murkier energy that you might be dealing with, some things that are showing lack of clarity. And so I really like that King of Swords right in the center there next to the Moon and the Seven of Cups, because it's like, let's cut out all the crap and just get straight to the point of what this is, or just show me what it is. Stop, trying to make it into something it's not. So it's kind of like, or you might be dealing with people that you're not sure of their motivations, or it feels like they're saying, we are in Mercury retrograde. Yeah, I can't say it. Retrograde. So it can be people are saying something, but what they think they're saying is not landing and someone else is interpreting as something else. So there's an opportunity for some misunderstandings to come through. Now, if you're actually a Mercury retrograde person like I am, these periods can actually be good for you. It can actually be where things start to go a little bit smoother, or the communication, you can get things done a little bit easier. So, it's good, and it has its positives and negatives. But yeah, I mean, ultimately the retrograde energy of Mercury, as I'm sure a lot of you know, is going back, revising, revisioning, going back over steps, looking over things. And so that's what this energy could be, as well as going back over some details, some things to do with work where maybe something got glossed over or something didn't make sense. So yeah, I do really feel like that could also be happening. But mostly I feel like this is something that you've been working on in the background to do with just your general view of how you're seeing life. It's kind of hard at this moment to want to either be really idealistic or really the opposite of that, and just think everything's going to go pear-shaped. So I do feel like there's this interesting internal conflict here between clarity and working on something really clearly, and also just these feelings of, why am I doing this, or what's this really for, and the murky feelings that are coming through. So yeah, it's just finding that balance, and I like the fact that the King of Pentacles is bringing that success, and I do feel like it could be very much related to work. your working situation or success in your life. So, yeah, I think that this is actually an interesting energy because there's some trickier energies to navigate, but you've got the energies that are going to help you navigate through this confusion or illusionary energies that can, see things clearly and make some positive decisions around something. Now, those positive decisions could actually be creating or cause this conflict that comes in. It could be that, both the King of Swords and the Five of Swords are to do with communication. And so that's what I'm kind of saying. We've got someone being very clear and decisive and saying something, but then there's a conflict here. This King of Swords doesn't have to necessarily be you. This could be someone you're working with. So that's why I feel like there's a possibility for things miscommunicating, things being said and not misfiring. So it's kind of like just if a message is coming to you today and you're not sure what it means, or you could feel like you could be taking it in the wrong way. Really, with that King of Swords energy, it is an energy of standing back and detaching and going, okay, well, what could it mean? Whenever we get messages, however you get it, like the written text messages or on Discord or social media, whatever it is, you never know the tone sometimes of how you think you're saying something, and you never know with the tone coming back. So ask for clarity with this King of Swords energy. Find the clarity, and part of that, like I said, is the detaching, being very rational and going, well, maybe it could mean something different. Maybe they're trying to say something different, or either just quite literally saying, what do you mean by that? Clarifying something. So, that's kind of the energy of the day, but there's successful energy around it. So, and this might be like kind of I'm kind of getting a boss employee or someone who's kind of a higher authority with someone with a lower authority kind of energy happening here. So, if you're the boss, just be aware that what you might be saying might not be what other people are hearing. And if you've got a boss or someone powerful like a client or someone that's talking to you, just be aware that you might not be hearing exactly what they're trying to say properly. So I hope that makes a lot of sense. And so really it is about taking some time out to gain some perspective on something is kind of the bigger picture here of what's going on, and knowing that there are some things that may feel like they're not, that are clouded and confusing, and, not sure what the right choice is here, but there is actually a way to be able to go in and question that and find the truth. So that is the energy for the day. And thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.